Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Jets are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Panthers, who will need to solve that secondary.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up, and that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right around the 26, with the Carolina Panthers. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. O'Brien Schofield from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Here's Newton now on second down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Out of the gun, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. First NFL pick for the rookie safety, Jamal Adams. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They go again with McGuire. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's Mettenberger. Newton's got it, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's McGuire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. He got 29 yards that time.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Back there.
First carry for Matt Forte. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now Mettenberger. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Mario Addison. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. Gone. No. Check. Back there, Philly. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So on fourth down, Jason Garrett sends in his field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 49. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now it's Newton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face masks.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Kelvin Benjamin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, if you haven't got enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's two of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. K1 short, forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
Set. Green. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
Back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Zadarius Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On is the second-year man from Sam Houston State, Lachlan Edwards, to punt it away. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Newton on first down. Shreds the tackle. Now he's flushed out right. That's complete. It's Gordon. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On second down, here's Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Still fighting through tackles. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Newton to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Let's go.
They'll run with McGuire. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They go play action here on first down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now they run with Mixon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. Fielded at the 33. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Gone! Here we go now. Back to 89 Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down now after the pass completion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Dumps it off to Mixon. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And an update from up in Foxborough. It's the Dolphins that have jumped out. The early lead against the Patriots. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Carry. This is McGuire. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 34 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No, check, Patriot!
Here's Mettenberger. Pass incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
10 yards still left on second down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hurry up. Here we go. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check three. Hurry up. Here we go. Philly. Here we go. 39.
They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They're going to look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Fresh set of downs here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mettenberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit!
Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tougher role that they can fall back on anymore.
And look at this. Catanzaro misses it left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try the air now with Newton. eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Watch it now, Barney. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Charles Johnson forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Gone.
Looking to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down following the run. Here's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. Nifty footwork at the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Newton now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And an update from up in Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now McGuire. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And he's got a new one. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter.
Set. Green. Check. Detroit. Now, check. Green 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run here with Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a play fake here on first down. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. 99. All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down.
Now, that's a play they're going to be proud of on defense, because any second and short situation, you anticipate the run, and you want to make the play and stop them from getting a first down. But when you can force them to lose yardage and now put the odds in your favor on defense because now they're going to have to throw the ball, that's a play that you're going to be really, really excited about, and one that your defense coordinator now gets to roll the dice a little bit himself and create a big play.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Jets on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Leopard. Now, check. Patriot.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Mario Addison in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Zero's kick is right through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football, Doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A handoff as they run the counter play. No gain on the play there, second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Come on now. 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Now they try the right side here, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense. with 1:53 left. Second down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A toss play to Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll run on the draw. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Thomas Davis in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. The Panthers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.